Welcome everyone, this is AssadUllahCh, and today's lesson I'll discuss with you how you can make a horizontal navigation menu for your website. So let's get started. I'm using a Sublime text editor, and you can use whichever you like. I'm gonna create a new file and I'm gonna save it as gonna create a folder over here, and the first file is going to be index.html. I need another file, and it's gonna be the CSS file. This time I'm gonna create a folder and name it public. There's another folder inside the public, it's gonna be CSS. This will contain my CSS file. I'm gonna name it style.css. Alright, so on the first page on index.html I'm gonna write my markup HTML, and here's my markup. Right, the title is going to be horizontal navigation menu bar. Now I have to link my external style sheet link, and I placed my style sheet inside the public folder and then another folder that was CSS, public CSS and style.css. Meta char set, its character encoding. Okay, so here I'm gonna create a div tag, and this div tag is going to be the main page wrapper. I'm gonna give it an ID, and the ID is wrapper. And then there is another div tag inside the wrapper, and that's gonna be the header section. I'll put my horizontal drop down menu inside the header section. Alright, so the container of the navigation bar it's gonna be nav. It's a semantic tag in HTML5, nav, and nav is gonna contain a UL. It's an unordered list, and there are some list items inside the UL. These will be the navigation links. Alright, so the first link is going to be home. The second link is going to be services or whatever. The third link is going to be products. The fourth link is going to be about, and the last link is going to be contact. Right, so now let's check this out into the browser. So far our page looks like this. I'm gonna open up in Mozilla Firefox. Today I'm gonna show you another technique. I'll be using the developers tool over here, and I'll be writing the CSS over here. and you'll see the magic. Just hold on for a sec. Okay, before going to Mozilla Firefox, let me add up something in my style sheet. I just added up some text inside my style sheet so that it can appear over here. So as you can see, my style sheet has been appeared over here. So I'm gonna write my CSS codes over here. Okay. Right, so I want my navigation menu to be stretched onto the full page width. So before going further, let me go back and recheck my markup. It's a header, and then header contains the navigation menu. Right. Okay. Right, so the first rule is going to be the reset rule. The asterisk means I'm selecting everything on HTML document in one go. I'm gonna resetting the margins and the padding. Right. Now I'm going to style the header section. Let me give it some background color. First, the height is going to be 300 pixel, I guess. And background color is going to be E6. It's a light gray color. Right. So now let me go ahead and take care of the navigation menu. Here you can see the header contains the nav, and then nav contains the UL. Nav right. Okay, so I have to put my links side by side. So how I'm gonna do this? I like to use float property over here. I would like to float my list elements to the left side. Well, let me show you how. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to remove the style, the list style. I mean the dots appeared whenever you create a list. I'm going to target UL, and this time I'm going to remove those list dots or bullets. List style type none. Now I'm going to target li, which is inside the UL. Li gonna float left, F float left, right. So here you can see my links are now side by side. Okay, let me decrease the width of my nav What about 1024 pixels? Okay, and the margin is going to be 100 pixels. Oops. Okay, margin auto. Just to put my nav in the center of the page, I use the margin auto property. It will take care of the margins from the left side and the right side. It will put it into the center of the page. Should I do this or not? Let's leave it for now as it is. Actually, I like to do a lot of experiments. Okay, right. So now let's go ahead and take care of the anchor tags, the link tags. Nav, ul, li, then li contains the link tags. Display block. As you know, all the anchor tags are, anchor tag is basically an inline element, so I have to apply the height as well. So it was mandatory to use the display block property. Okay, width is going to be, how about 130 pixels? Perfect. Text, first I should take care of height. Height is gonna be 50 pixel. Now let's apply the background color on nav. How about let me choose some nice color for the background. W3 schools. Okay, so the background color is going to be this one, right? Alright, so as you notice, I just applied the background color, but you did not see any kind of changes. Something is wrong going on over here, because whenever you use the float property, the floated elements are taken away from the normal document flow. So you have to clear the float over here. So right now, as you can see, I applied the float property on li elements. So ul is the container or the parent of this li element. So I have to use, actually there are I guess 5 or 6 type of fixes, float fixes. So right now in this lesson, I'm not gonna make it complicated. So I'm gonna use overflow hidden property. Yes. So now you can see the background color of the nav has been appeared. I'll make a detailed video on floats, so then you will understand what was happened just earlier. Okay. Let me give it full page width as I said in the start. Okay, color is going to be black. I have to put the text, link text in the center of the buttons, the link buttons. Text line center. Perfect. Let me use some decent font family. I would like to use font family Verdana. Now I have to center the text, and this time I'm gonna vertically center the text, and I'm gonna use line height property. I'm gonna give it different types of values. How about 2.8? Yeah, the 2.8 is perfect. Now the text is perfectly vertically aligned. Okay, so the nav, let me position it relative. I'm positioning it relative because I want to put it somewhere else, and I don't want rest of the other elements to be affected. Watch my video tutorial regarding CSS positioning if you are confused over here. I'm not going to explain in this tutorial. Okay, top is going to be, how about 100 pixels? Not 100 pixels, but 50 would be much better. Right, perfect. Okay, now I have to remove the underline from the text, and I'll use text decoration none. The underline has been removed. Perfect. Let me check the position of my UL. I'm gonna give it a border. Solid red. Okay, I'm gonna reduce its width, and the width is going to be 1024 pixels. I can reduce the width, and that's gonna be fine. How about 850 and 750, 650? Yeah, the 650, the width 650 pixels is perfect, I guess. Margin auto. Perfect. Now you can see I have successfully placed my navigation menu bar in the center of the page. So now let's remove the border, the red border. So the 50% work has been done. As you have noticed, I did not use JavaScript or jQuery for this particular tutorial. I wanted to make it as simple as possible, and as far as this navigation menu is concerned, it's pretty lightweight, and it will load instantly in the browser because I'm just using the CSS. Alright, so let's apply some hover effect. Hover effect is basically what happens when you take the cursor over any of your element. And for the hover I would like to choose a light gray color. When someone takes mouse over the navigation elements, or you can say the navigation buttons. Let me show you why I call these navigation links buttons. Actually these are acting like buttons. Let me show you how. Background color, yes. Oh, the background color is the hover effect. The background color is same as the main background color. It should be a little different. Let me change the color. How about a little darker tone? Let's try this. Yeah, it's pretty much better now. And now the text should be white. Perfect. So far we made this simple navigation menu. Let me add up some more functionalities. Let me make it a drop down menu. The duration of this video is already 22 minutes. Okay, so we still have some time. Let me go ahead to make the drop down menu. I'm gonna be a little quick this time. UL li anchor tag, product 1, product 2, product 3, and product 4. Perfect. As you can see, I have just created the drop down menu, I mean the sub menu, just underneath the products menu. So now let me go ahead and take care of this. Alright, so now I suppose to target the sub menu. So how I'm gonna do this? First of all steps, I'll repeat all of the steps that I did over here before. First of all, the first step is gonna be the removal of this bullet, actually not bullets but the circles, the list circles. I'm gonna remove these list circles. Can you understand this line of code? I'm talking about line number 28. This means there's a nav tag or nav elements that has a child, an immediate child. If you can't understand the immediate child, no problem. You can, for now, you can just say there's a nav tag that contains a UL tag, and UL tag contains a list tag. So here you can see the nesting of my code. The nav tag contains the UL tag, and then UL tag contains the list tag. Right? Alright, so how I'll target this UL tag? So I have to follow this. I have to follow this path actually. nav, then ul, then li, then another ul, nav ul li, then the internal ul, ul. Alright, so list style type none. So the bullets are successfully removed. Alright, so let me give it some background color. How about dark black? Yes. So now I have to target the li elements inside the internal ul. I am talking about the submenu. Padding left is going to be 20 pixels. Padding top is going to be 10 pixels. Padding bottom is going to be 10 pixels. I guess I should give it some more padding. 20. I think it looks perfect now. Let me use the opacity over here. Not opacity, but the better way is to use the RGBA. Let me show you why I'm going to use the RGBA instead of opacity. Let me undo the changes. If I apply the opacity over here, opacity 0.5, so here you can see the opacity has been applied on everything. I mean the list, I mean the ul elements as well as the internal elements, the parent element as well as the internal elements. The parent is the ul itself and the internal elements are li as well as the anchor tags. So the opacity has been applied on everything. So what's the remedy? I mean I just want the opacity to be applied onto the ul tag. Okay, so now let me go ahead and fix this. So instead of using opacity, I'll using something else. It's a RGBA function. I have to give it the color codes 0, 0, 0 and for now 0 over here. Okay, so what is it? The first 0 means red, the second 0 means green, the third 0 means black, red, green, blue, sorry, blue, and the fourth parameter means 0, or the fourth parameter means opacity. So right now if I give it 1, that means the color is black. So I want my drop down menu to be see-through. I just want to make it transparent. So now I'm gonna apply the opacity over here 0.5. Perfect. So now let me go ahead to change the text color of these link tags. I mean right now the color is purple and it doesn't look good. It should be light gray or white. Nav ul li, another ul, another li, and then anchor tag. The anchor tag is a link tag. That's what I'm talking about. The color is going to be E6, E6, E6. It's a light gray color. I think the gray color should be a little darker. Let me open up W3 schools to get the color codes. W3 schools. How about this color? I think it looks better now. Okay, text decoration none. The underline has been removed from the text. And what if I use border bottom property? I'm going to use the border bottom property with li elements, the list elements. One pixel. It should be a little darker, isn't it? Yeah, let me go ahead and give it some dark color. The border color must be a little darker. Now it looks perfect. Great. So before going further, I want to show you something. Right now you can see the height of our navigation bar, the light gray color. The navigation has grew as soon as the submenu, I added up the submenu. Let me hide the submenu just to show you what I'm talking about. So now here you can see the height of this navigation bar. It's, I guess, 50 pixels. So as soon as the navigation, as soon as the drop down menu is menu appears, the height will be grown. So this is another issue. So how to fix this? If you are good at CSS positioning, you can easily fix this, right? Okay, so I know I can fix this by applying the absolute positioning to this internal submenu. Okay, position absolute. So as you can see, the navigation bar has been gone back to where it's supposed to be. It has the same height. I mean the actual height, 50 pixels. So what just happened? What was the reason? As soon as I applied the absolute property to the submenu was taken out of the normal page flow, and its container, I'm talking about the navigation bar, its container is now assuming that the internal submenu does not exist inside. So that's why that is shrinked. I hope you understand the basic concept what I'm talking about. If you are not understanding, then I would suggest you to go back and watch my CSS positioning tutorial. Then you will get what I'm talking about. I just wanted to put my submenu out of the normal page flow so that I can put it anywhere wherever I want. Alright. Initially it should be hidden. Display none. So as soon as my cursor goes to the products, the drop down menu should be appeared. So how I'm gonna achieve this? As soon as my cursor goes to the internal li element, sorry, the external li element, as soon as I hover over the external li element, its child element, the ul tag, the sub menu should be appeared. And how it's gonna appear? All I have to do is to put display block over here. Now let's see what happens if I take my cursor over products. As you can see, as soon as my cursor goes over the products button, the sub menu displays, it drops down. Okay, so now let me increase the width of sub menu. Width is going to be 130 pixels, the same as its parent element. Now this is what I was looking for. As soon as I hover over products, the product will stay selected, and as far as the drop down menu is concerned, wherever my cursor goes, the color should be changed on hover effect. I need the hover effect. Okay, so now let me target the internal li elements, li the background color is going to be light gray. It should be a little darker, not this lighter. How about this B2? And let me apply this color over here. It looks a little better now, and I'm gonna change the text color as well. The text color will not work because I am just targeting the li right now. In order to change the text color, I have to target the anchor tag as well. So this time I'm going to target the anchor tag as well. Now it's perfect. Alright, so this is it for today, and this is how you can make the simple horizontal drop down navigation bar. So hope you like this tutorial. Alright then, see you in the next tutorial.